Okay, what we have here is my personal 500 EXC. This is a 2014 model. You do not have to remove your gas tank to do this, especially if you're using this harness, but I removed my gas tank just to make it easy to see with the camera. The first thing you're going to want to do is remove the plug from the throttle position sensor on the side of the throttle body. So it's this boot right here. Messing with this rubber boot is going to be the most difficult part of this whole procedure. Getting it off is easy. Back on is a real stinker. Once you have that out of the way, the plug here, you're going to want to give this little tab a good squeeze with your thumb. Then the plug should pop right off. And what you see here is the plug that goes back to the computer. And this is your throttle position sensor. And you're going to take this harness that we talked about earlier. This is going to plug right in to the wire that goes back to the computer. And the other end is going to plug directly into your throttle position sensor. Just like that. And what you have here is the three little taps where you can check the voltages on the wires. The only two you're really concerned with at this point in time is the black and the red. Those are the feedbacks to the computer. Got my voltmeter. I turn on my meter. I take my probes and put the black in with the black wire and the red with the red wire. You see I'm reading nothing. Now when I turn the bike on, you're going to get voltage to the throttle sensor, throttle position sensor. And here you'll see that mine, the way it came from the factory, is reading 0.58 volts. If you read around on the forums, that's a little bit on the low side for optimal performance. To adjust the voltage, all you have to do is loosen this little Allen key here, and then spin the throttle position sensor until you get the voltage that you want. I misspoke earlier when I mentioned this was an Allen key on the throttle position sensor. It's not, it's actually a Torx style bolt. So I've got a little Torx driver here, I've got my power on, I'm seeing 0.58 volts. We're going to shoot for somewhere in the neighborhood of 0.64. Seems to be a popular number. First thing you want to do is loosen this little Torx bolt here so that we have movement of the position sensor. Now we're going to keep an eye on the voltage. We're going to actually rotate the sensor. If you can't see, I'm actually rotating the sensor. And you can see I can get quite a range of voltages here. 0.3 all the way up to way up high. I'm going to shoot for 0.64, somewhere in that neighborhood. 0.62, 0.63. It's very, very sensitive. The slightest movement moves it quite a bit. 4.4, I think it's going to go down a little bit when I tighten it. That's right. Just snug, not super tight. 0.38, very close to 0.64. We'll take it. And we'll take the bike out and see how it rides, and that's it. Now I can unplug everything, put the boot back on, and I'm ready to go. It's just that easy.